Welcome back to the FA show, and this is the part of the show I give you the answer to the trivia question I asked you earlier. Do you still remember? Well, just to refresh your memory, if you don't remember, which African country holds the record for the most senior men FIFA World Cup appearances? SC, do you have the answer to that?
Sure, definitely. Cameroon have made an African record 8 FIFA World Cup appearances for the senior men's national teams.
Yes, and Cameroon will be under pressure this time around to make it to the World Cup. We're going to talk about the playoffs later on the show, so you have to keep watching. But for now, we haven't spoken about the Confederation Cup because it's also an important inter-club competition on the continent.
Definitely. Yeah, look, it plays a huge role. I mean, you look at the teams that fought it out. We see new teams that are coming in as well in this space. You've got Azames there as well. So when you look at that alone, teams that are here are teams that are generally have tasted a little bit of this space and they understand the dynamics around the tournament itself. RS Berkane has gone to go play the CAF Champions League. They're not going to be here to defend it, but you've got teams such as Zamalek as well, Stellenbosch as well, as you've touched on earlier on. So when you look at that, for me, there's other teams such as USM Algiers. You look at the team and the players that they've lost to JS Kabylie, who's playing in the CAF Champions League. I mean, they've lost Mehdi Magrem to JS Kabylie. What a player he is for JS Kabylie. So you look at that, but they've also brought in new players such as Chair Malone from Simba SC as well. So those are the type of players that you're looking at under the team in USM Algiers. So
yes, and Stellenbosch. Let's talk about Stellenbosch a little bit because last season we saw what they did, going all the way to the semi-finals. Yeah. Do they have the ingredients to go one further this time around?
I sure hope so, because I mean they've been doing so well, since they've started playing this tournament, and they're showing with every season that comes through that they ideally want to dominate the space. If you consistently do something and you're always there, it says that you understand the dynamics around it and technicalities around it. And they've learned how to travel. They've learned how to. I think one of their biggest challenges last season, to be honest with you, was not having their home games play at their home stadium. So I think this season, if they sorted that out, that would be much better for them because they wouldn't be traveling within their own country. They will be within their own province and playing within their own stadium. So that speaks volumes when you look at that. And for me, I think Stellenbosch, they've got the capacity to go one up.
And Kaizer Chiefs in Group D.
Great to see Kaizer Chiefs coming back into the CAF Continental spaces. It's been a while, the last time we saw them 2021 as CAF Champions League finalists. So for me, I look at that and I say kudos to the two coaches that are there. I mean, a lot of work was done by Nabi, to be honest with you. But for me, I think they've settled well. They've settled well, and their group is quite difficult, to be honest. Zamalek, Al-Mazwi, and Zesco. It's not going to be an easy group. So
yes, we're expecting Zamalek definitely to go through in that group, just based on the experience they have.
I'm actually not going to give Kaizer Chiefs a straight out of this group. Yeah. It's going to be difficult because Al-Mazwi is there, Zesco is there. Zesco creates sort of a Southern Hemisphere derby with Kaizer Chiefs as well. Yes. It's actually two derbies when you look at it because you've got Zamalek and Al-Mazwi in there. So it's going to be quite interesting to see what happens in this group.
Okay, well, all the drama begins on the 21st of November. I will be keeping you posted right here on the FA show. But now we have to switch our attention to the young kings of Africa who are setting Qatar ablaze with goals and sublime skills that are sending chills down our spine. Now, let me give you my diamonds from this week. Coming in at number 3 this week is Kamohelo Maraletse. The El Capitano for Amajita has played football from another planet in South Africa's 3-1 win over Bolivia. His breathtaking ball control at some critical moments of the game and leadership skills when the team went down to 10 men was further evidence that South African football today is bold, fearless and ever rising. After a flawless performance, the young star posed with his Player of the Match award for the first time and possibly not the last time in Qatar. At number 2 this week is Belal Ateya. 3 months ago, the 17-year-old Egyptian gem flew to Germany to undergo a trial with Bundesliga club side Stuttgart. These days, the rising star groomed by our athlete is shining in Qatar for his country. In the 4-1 thrashing of Haiti, young Belal provided a goal and an assist. He scored the opening goal of the match after just 3 minutes. Coming in at number 1 this week is Abel Nirongo of Zambia. The big number 9 scored 2 goals in 2 minutes against Indonesia in an historic day for the junior Chipolopolo team. The teenage sensation scored in the 35th and the 37th minutes of the match in the 3-1 demolition of Indonesia. His second goal was a long-distance rocket launched by his right foot. His electric performance was awarded with the Player of the Match award. So those are my diamonds for this week. Anybody I left out, SC?
No, you're talking young boys, and we need to give kudos to them as well. They're doing so well. But for me, there's a name from South Africa that I need to give a shout out to. Emil Vetboy, the son of Bradley Ralani. I think he's living up to his father's talent, and I think we're about to experience a lot from this boy. Had a trial at Chelsea in 2025 in September. What a brilliant player this is. He scores not long ago. So when you look at that, this is a player that ideally is one for the future.
Yes, SC, we all know that there's some drama brewing in African football. It's the playoffs. We're going to see Gabon. We're going to see Nigeria. We're going to see DR Congo, who are taking the World Cup seriously. They've even gotten players of Congolese descent from Belgian teams coming to play for them. Cameroon is in there. Who are your top picks for the playoffs?
I was about to hand you a handkerchief just now, just to say, you're not sweating that Nigeria is going to play Gabon. But when you look at it, I think it's going to be tough for either of those nations. Gabon has picked its hand up. You've got, Aubameyang in the team that is just a fresh of breath air, at his later stage in terms of maturity. He's still putting in the goals, but we need not to walk away from a Nigerian team. We need to also give them kudos and say they struggled through the whole entire campaign of qualifiers, and they picked up their hand to say, we want to be in this World Cup. And for me, I look at Nigeria and I say they've got a lot to say in this mini tournament that they're playing so far.
Okay, well, we'll keep you further posted on all that action, but you can feel the passion, the professionalism. You can feel the tension on the continent is more than just 22 players chasing the ball. This is life, this is passion, this is African football. From me, Adelani, till next time, Ninitanda Nonki Gakulu.